Hello, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. That covers everyone, everywhere, I hope. How is everybody? Uh, Everybody here is fine. That's just me. I'm good. Uh, Welcome to my live stream, our Friday live stream, or Thursday if you're elsewhere. Most places, actually. Anyway, so let's see who's in chat before we get on with what's happening, and before you all start chatting too much for me to keep up as people start popping in. Let me just have a quick look. Yep, we've got a few popping in now. So that's it. Thanks, mate. Yeah, thumbs up, everybody. That's in the nicest possible way. I can say that. Thumbs up. All right, here we go. Jeff, my moderator, welcome as usual. You might notice that you have a few extra features that you can do now, including, and I only saw this briefly, editing bad language and a few other things. I just noticed a pop-up on YouTube saying your moderators can be given extra abilities. So you've been promoted to, there is a title, Direct Chief Monitor or something like that. But anyway, check it out. I don't know if you'll see it in your options, but anyway. So no bad language, all right? Or Jeff will be right onto you and put you in the YouTube jail. All right. Model officer, hello and welcome. Welcome to the show. How are you? Where are you from? Let me know. Let me know where you're from. We got Lucas in. Hello. Good evening and good morning to you. Paul Christopher's there. Hello. Fellow modelers saying hello to everybody. I will put these into the screen. There we go. That's better. We can see. Here we go. We'll go back to you. We can't miss out Lucas. Lucas is saying good day to everyone. Or hello. You've got to be Aussie to say good day. Hey. We've got Tim Borland's in saying hello. Saying good morning, good evening to you. Oh, it's good evening. Jeff, yes, I'm doing fine. I am doing fine. Hello, hello. How are we going here? I'm just keeping up, see who's popping in. And yes, Jeff making a good point there that James from To Boldly Go Model Works is having heart surgery today. And I can announce that he's had his heart surgery and he is out and he's fine. Well, he's not out of hospital, I don't think, but he's still with us, I'm happy to say. He posted a message on Facebook. He actually posted what looked like minutes before he was going in to, as soon as he woke back up, that he's still with us. So go on to James, and I hope, like everyone else does, that you recover quickly and are back on chat and doing your videos and everything else that you do that we like. There's Oscar Modeling. G'day, mate. Saying hello to Lucas. That's me. And me saying hello to everybody. I don't need to put those up, do I? Rims Models is in. How are you, buddy? Been watching your videos. Get over to Rims Models. I'm going to do a few shout outs today. But yeah, check out Rims Models. He's building, I can't pronounce a Stradbroken. It's not broken, but it's a Stradborken, broken. Yeah, it's like a giant crane. But anyway, check it out. He was put a video up a few days ago, his latest update on that. He's also, he's got quite a few things going actually. So yeah, you can get over there and check that out. Where are we? Back here. Jeff saying hello to Rob from Rims. Rob saying hello back. Doing okay. Everybody's okay. Good. I'm moving down a bit quicker now. Neil, here's Neil. Hello, hello, mate. Welcome, welcome. Your image there of your little dog is exactly the same dog as my sister has. Yes, I don't remember what type it is, but yeah. So welcome. Richard Scale Model World is here. Hello, good evening to you, buddy. Thank you for, yes, everybody, please give the thumbs up. We like a thumbs up. Rob's saying hello to Richard. Very good. What else we got? There's Jeff. Yes, I saw that. Yeah, that's good. That's good, Jeff. Yep. So yes, just repeating that James is back. So that's good to know. I think I've gone. So it's a Lhasa episode. Okay, no worries. Cute dog. Cute dog. I had a dog when I was younger, and I never had one since because I've never been in a situation where I've been home long enough to look after one. Yeah, and I'm probably afraid of the attachment. I've lived on my own for so long. Yeah, I've gotten used to it. And a dog, yeah, I can't. Living in an apartment too, it'd have to be a small dog, not a Rottweiler or a Great Dane or anything like that. Anyhow, how are we going? We got 11 watching and 13 thumbs up. That's fantastic. So thanks to those who snuck in and snuck back out, leaving their thumbs behind. It's good to see. So what I wanted to just do is give a bit of an update on things that are happening around. Right, so as you can see behind me up there, point correctly, there is our Yamato. Look at the size of that compared to the Queen Mary 2 underneath. Massive, eh? And back there it sort of doesn't look that big, but there it is, nearly 1.5 meters long, 3 feet. So an update on that is, as you know, I was away for about 5 days up to Queensland, and so I didn't do any modelling in that time. John Alex Scalemodeling, hello John, welcome. Okay, good one, mate. Thanks for coming in, saying hello. So yeah, so I didn't get much modelling done. So I've just finished the video that's coming out on Tuesday my time, Monday you guys' time mostly, which will involve putting all the parts on the deck. So the last video was getting the deck down and my little struggle with that. The next one is getting all the parts painted for all the bits and pieces to go on that deck, and that's done. Well, obviously, because I put the video, uploaded it yesterday, and it's all good. Now, there's a couple of issues I have that are ongoing with that. One's going to be fixed shortly. That's one is I'm waiting on some paint to come. There's been an issue with Australia Post. Well, a train derailment, as I've heard from Jason Outlaw Paints, updated me. So that sort of put a delay on postage coming down from North Queensland, where he is. Because, as you might know, trying to get the front forecastle deck on the bow painted, I need a lighter shade of grey. So he's sending me some white to mix with his Outlaw Paints IJN grey and just do a slight tint to make that lighter. So, and until that's done, I can't put on the anchor chain, the anchors, and a couple other little bits and pieces. So that I will talk about in the video. Another thing was the cable reels. Now I know that during the video I call them hose reels by mistake. I do note that I correct myself. They're not hose reels, they're cable reels that actually hold rope. Okay, there's about a dozen of them across the deck. Now what I'm going to do is, I can't for some reason get a picture to show up on StreamYard here. So what I've done is I've got one on my screen, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So let's move the camera around to see if we can do this. Okay, here we go. As you can see, the sun's coming up out there. It's nearly 6:15 in the morning. There's our Arizona quick tour. Now let me get the screen up. There we go. There it is. So that's one of those things. All right, that's it there. Okay, we'll just come back around now. Oh, a bit shaky, aren't I? It's the coffee. Oh, it's not the coffee, it's the cans of Coke I'm drinking at this time of the morning, which I need. Oh, Coke adds life, eh? All right, so that being said, those hose reels, you'll have to watch the video, my latest video. It comes out Tuesday. You'll see the problems I have trying to get something that looks like rope on these tiny little reels. And I swear, and they are literally tiny like this. Now, I've tried cotton, and as you'll see in the video, cotton completely failed. Once I painted the cotton, it all just sprung out and looks like someone with an afro. Yeah. And I was going to use Easy Line, which I use for rigging on all my past ship builds, but it's too thin. It's the wrong scale. It doesn't look right. And as I mentioned in the video, my other models like the Arizona up here, the cable reels on those actually come with a piece that's molded on that looks like cable, and all you do is just paint it the black or the brown, whatever color you want it. But this thing comes with what appears, well, the end result is empty cable reels, and they just don't look right. They weren't empty, they need rope on them. So I've put it out there on my video for anyone who's watching to drop into the comments on that video what their thoughts are of what I could use to wrap around these tiny little things. The instructions I won't show you because this won't show up properly, but yeah, so you'll see what I mean. And I put that aside and moved on to the next part of the build, which is actually the superstructure. So I'm finally starting on the superstructure. And throughout the building of the superstructure, which will take a long time, it'll be the last time you'll see the actual hull and the deck for quite a while, until I do get the paint, and I'll cut in and we'll do the painting on that forecastle deck. And then when we come up with a solution for those reels, I'll cut in and we'll do that. But other than that, the next, I would say 2 to 3 months, possibly longer, is all focused just following the instructions on that, that main superstructure. So, which I'm looking forward to. It's going to be, I'm looking forward to it. Also up on the ship, I've put the rudders on. So I got those rudders from Nigel, who kindly sent them to me. So I've put those on. I can run into another problem with that, which you'll see in my video. But basically, the shafts that go through for the screws, the two outside ones are fine, but the two inner ones, they're too long. You can't push them in any further. If I was to put the screws on the end of those shafts, they'd be sticking out too far off the supports. I know this is a problem that other people have come up with building the kit. So what I'm doing is, what they've done is they just drilled out through the hull to make the holes in there so they could push the shafts through. Unfortunately, I can't do that because I've already glued in the supports which block access to be able to get in there and drill in the back there. And I would make a mess anyway because it's all painted now. So what I need to do is cut those the shafts. They're quite solid steel. I'm hoping that the steel cutter on my Dremel that I have might work. Otherwise, I've got to find a place that can cut just 2 centimeters or half an inch off so I can fit them. But another thing I'll get around to. It's no rush. This build is not going to be done anytime soon. All right, so that's the update on Yamato. I also mentioned in the next video that comes out about it, my live streaming on Friday, because I'd like to get some more new people coming in that are interested in Yamato to tune in on my YouTube live streams. So I put a little plug to myself at the end of the video saying, that you guys following along on here, come and join us on Fridays, my time for live stream where you can throw your questions at me live or compliment me live, whatever. So it's all good. Have I missed anyone else that's come in? I'm just going to go down through the chat and check. And Paul's in. Good morning, Paul. How are you? Can't stay long heading up the Central Coast for your grandson's first day of school. Okay. Good on you, mate. Hope that goes well. Yes, school is back. School holidays are over. So, yeah, it's been very hot here. 30 degrees Celsius plus each day. So, yeah, have a good trip up there, mate. Should be a nice day. It looks nice out there. I haven't checked the weather actually for today. Maybe I should do that really quickly. And the weather is going to be 31, so it's up in the 30s again. Hot up where Jason is, Outlaw Paints, he's going to be up around 36 degrees, possibly hotter. So I hope you got your aircon up there working well. I will now just moving down again. We've got David Housecroft in. Hey mate, how are you? Welcome. Having a rest from the 1200 Yamato. Okay, now on a 132 B17F. More punishment for me, I think. Yeah, sounds like it. It would be for me because I've never bought an aircraft, built an aircraft, airplane, I should say. I built a helicopter. But yeah, I can understand having the break. Yeah, it's a long build and you need a change. That's why I'm doing the ASLAV in between. So yeah, welcome, mate. Talking about the ASLAV, we'll get that out of the way. There it is, still in the box where it was 2 weeks ago. Made no progress on that, but I hope to I'll spend a bit of time on it over the next few days while I'm off work and catch up a bit to give myself a break as well. Although now that I'm switching over to doing the superstructure, well, that's a change in itself, isn't it, from working on the deck for quite a few weeks. So yeah, Paul's saying good morning before he goes to everybody. Lucas, what do you got to say? At Scalemodeling, it's 12-hour Mount Panorama Bathurst weekend. It is too, I remember now. I saw something about that. Traditional endurance racing season opener. Okay, will you catch some action or even attend personally? I'll watch live on YouTube for sure. Yes, it will be streamed on television, I'm sure. Bathurst, I won't be going there. I was actually in Bathurst 2 days ago. I go to Bathurst twice a week for my job. I drive through Bathurst. I deliver windscreens, vehicle windscreens, which probably explains why next week's going to be quite busy. So I'll go to Bathurst again on Monday. Hopefully the traffic will have gone after their weekend. But I'm sure the windscreen fitters up there will be busy and there'll be quite a bit of business. But yes, I will be watching that on TV or have it going in the background. Definitely. So yeah, good to see you're a fan of the Bathurst Mount Panorama. I drive past the Mount Panorama sign each time I go up there. It's pretty cool. All right. Nice and cool at the moment. Yes, it is. It is. Enjoy it while it lasts. I don't have aircon in this apartment. My father, who owns it, always says to me, "Oh, look, we'll get aircon put in," but I don't really want it. It's going to put my electricity bill up too much, and I like the heat. So, All right, Rimsmiles, got a quick question. I want to have a go at live stream, but know nothing about it. Do you have to pay? Let me check. I don't think so. Actually, that's a good question. If someone else can answer that, I mean, I know that you're not at the 1,000 subscriber mark. Oh yes, you are. You are, of course. Okay, so you're monetized, and of course you are. You got 1.3 thousand subscribers. Very good. No, you don't have to pay anything. And if you're talking about, excuse me, the streaming software like StreamYard I'm using here, you don't have to pay. Now, we were paying this, so when myself, Hibbo, and Jace are doing the Aussie Modelers Live, Jace was paying for this StreamYard, but it's expensive. It's literally 70 Australian dollars a month. That's nearly $100 a month. It's expensive. Now, if you pay, you get to stream in 1080p, and you get other features that you can do. But I convinced him to don't pay that. It's a waste of money. We don't, you don't need to have that. So now we're on StreamYard. We're on the free version. It's fine. I'm streaming in 720. That's fine. That's all I need. Good enough quality. It's only a live stream. It doesn't cost anything. Okay, so you just go to StreamYard on the thing. You don't even have to download anything. It's straight on their webpage. Link it to your YouTube account for Rims Models, and then you're right to go. If you have questions setting it up, it's fairly simple to work out. But if you try to set up, you can, and it's really good. You just set your time, you set your title screen, get the words out, your thumbnail that you want to have, set the time and date and everything, and it automatically goes through YouTube and then puts out the notifications to your subscribers and puts it up there ready to go live, just like mine, and it costs nothing. So if you have questions if you're trying to set it up, just let me know. There are others you can use. OBS Studio is another one, but it's more complicated. I tried to use that once. It was a bit confusing. Or you can just stream straight through live streaming YouTube and don't use the software like this. So I've had troubles doing that. I think once with my mobile phone while I was in Thailand trying to stream, and I couldn't get my photo to come up properly. If you guys remember watching that, that was a bit of a mess. Anyway, here we go. Please go for it. Live stream, it's great. It really, I was as nervous as hell when I started, and I thought, what the hell am I going to talk about? But I do anyway. It's you guys in chat that keep it rolling along and keep chat going, and then next minute you look and like an hour and a half's gone by, like whoa. So Jeff, what do you got there? Peter, you might try wax thread for leather work for your rope reels. They have a lot of colors to choose from. Okay, waxed thread. I'm going to write these down. Waxed thread, because I'll probably go to a craft shop for that. I will be going up to the local shopping centre today and see what I can find. But yeah, that's an option. I'll check out that. So yes, Jeff's saying it's free. Yes, it is. Tight quarters downhill are insane. You're not wrong, eh? See those cars get airborne and those front wheels lift. Yeah, it's amazing. I'll tell you now. I've got my sister's my sister's son. I think he just turned 19. He races motorbikes, and he's up in Queensland at Queensland Raceway, and he has just gone. He was racing 650. I think it was a Yamaha. I'm not sure. But he, just while I was up there, took delivery of his new bike. All right, so the kid's only 19 years old, and now he has a superbike, 1000 cc, and ones they race at Phillip Island. So this is the top superbike category, and yep, he's going to start racing in that. So amazing. they started it up in the garage while I was up there. Holy cow, you should have heard the thing. Wow, wow. Standing next to one of those things when it started up, yeah, amazing and frightening. There's no way in the world I'll get on a bike like that. But anyway, as far as I know, they don't race motorcycles at Bathurst. And it would be too dangerous. That the things wouldn't be able to stay on the ground, would they? All right. So yeah, have a look into it, mate, and check that out for StreamYard. Skullfish, hello, welcome, mate. Good to see you joining us. And look who's here. Sorry, I didn't catch up earlier. There we go. Here's James. Hi from hospital. He's not dead. See, I told you. It's okay, James. I told them all you weren't dead. That you've pulled through, and you're fine. Yeah, and they were happy. Everybody was happy to hear that. They were, really. Good, mate. That's good. So, yes, enjoy your sponge bath and your hospital food. Hey, it's all good. So, yes, I hope you recover. I'm sure heart surgery is not something you can just pop out the next day, go home. I'm sure you'll be in there as they monitor things and make sure it's all good, and that should solve the problems that you've been having, hey? Let's see. Let's hope so. Yeah, so everybody acknowledging. There he is. Painful with the groin. Okay. All right. Moving down. No problems, mate. All good. That's some proper bike. Yes, it is. It is. He was showing me how he rides and how they corner and move their hands, their wrists. When they go down into a corner, they move from this position to this position on the as you accelerate on the handlebar, because moving to this position brings your elbow in closer so that you can get closer to the ground. This bike does 300, I think he said 340 kilometers per hour down the straight. Just incredible. And they do plan to go to Phillip Island this year. So, yeah, good on them. Yes, they would, absolutely. Easter riots. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I sort of remember that. I do remember they just also had the Canberra Summer Nats, big car show down in Canberra not long after Christmas. I remember I had some big riots down there too. I used to go there quite often when it first started, many, many years ago. I used to do go in the donut skid pan there in my, it was my 351 XD Falcon. Those were the days. But then it got a bit violent. People's cars were getting damaged. The police cracked down, defecting cars. Don't do it then stop going. Slow Turtle. Amateur hill climb race car. Oh, that'd be interesting. Yeah, that's great. Harry's in. Hello, Harry. Welcome in. Excuse me. Morning, Harry. Everybody says. Me a hoon? Absolutely. I was a hoon. Lost my license once or twice. Once. Yeah, when I was a hoon. Yeah. I had a supercharged Cortina 2-litre Escort. How about that? Supercharged Cortina engine 2-litre Escort. Panel van, I might add. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back into the subject. So I want to give a shout out to Jason at Aussie Scale Modeler and Outlaw Paints. I know you guys are all part of it anyway, but if there's someone new, then please, there it is there. Oh no, no, it's not it. That's not it. That's my next person who I was going to shout out. Well, let's do this. Okay, so Jason at Model Kit Stuff. Let's give him a shout out first. All right. So, Jason, congratulations. He just passed 5,000 subscribers. His channel is growing really, really fast. And I know you're probably all a part of it. I know, but if you're not, whip over there, check out Jason's Model Kit Stuff. He just did a video just a few days ago on building your own wet palette. Brilliant. I built one myself from watching YouTube, but nothing like the one he does. It costs you nothing, just a bit of baking powder, a sponge, and a plastic airtight container. Go check it out. It's the most handy thing. Yeah, does a real good job of that and everything else. He's just done his February update for his channels on what's reviewing what he's done in the past and what he's got coming up into the future. So yeah, check out Model Kit Stuff. All right. Now, here we go. This is the one I was meant to get up earlier. So here we got Aussie at Scale Modeler. Check that out. Jason is back making videos. Fantastic. As most of you know, they had a bit of a very major family drama, and wish them all well, and that he's going to come back strong as the old Jace that we know. And he has just literally put out a video last night of his next build and a bit of an update on the channel of what's to come. And definitely whip over there. So he's got things happening, and he's get over there, support him, and see. There's a big model show up in Rockhampton coming up next weekend. He's going to be there. He's going to have the Outlaw paints on display there, promoting them, and yeah, that's going to be good. And he'll probably, he says he'll do a video from there as well. I don't know if it'll be a live stream or just a record of the model show. So yeah, go up there, go check out Jason. Also, I want to give, of course, we can't miss our mate Hibbo. Simon, Hibbo's Model Bench. There's his link down there. He joined me on the show a couple of weeks back. That was a surprise to all of us. That was great. I did send him a link to come on today, but I think he's working, so that's not possible. Also, Jace, I was going to get him on this morning too. He's a hard person to get up at this time of the morning, but unfortunately he did decline as he was a bit busy. So perfectly understandable. So maybe we'll get him on next weekend, next Friday's live stream. But yeah, Hibbo's Model Bench. Yeah, get over there, check him out. He's also just surpassed 1,000 subs, and he needs to get his watch hours up. So he's got a couple of builds happening. His ASLab is finished. He's completed that. It's done real well. Mine, I'll be last finished on that. But hey, it is what it is. Now, and I've got another one to shout out, which you may not know, and this is Ted's Gaming channel. Ted's Gaming, it's called. He's building the Yamato. He's also building a couple of other ships, but the Yamato is what he's on at the moment. He's doing really well. He hasn't got many subscribers, but it's slowly growing. So Ted has at the moment 325 subscribers. He's just yesterday done a channel update where he's talking about what he's got coming up on the channel, and he's up to part 18 of his Yamato. So he basically he's doing the whole build. He's not far off finishing it apparently. So he mentions that in his latest update. So definitely worth checking out. He's also building from Andy's hobby, whatever it is, channel, the Sherman tank, 1/16 Sherman tank. So he's got that happening as well. So yeah, check him out. He's got quite a lot of videos on his channel, and you know, worth checking out. He also does a lot of like Warhammer type things with the little figures. Not my thing. Queen of Conquest, Last Argument of Kings. I don't know if you're into that stuff, but their stuff goes way back on his channel. He's been doing tons of stuff. At least a video a week coming out from Ted. Check that out. Okay. That's it. That's all I have for shout outs that I was going to do. Of course, we got the Outlaw Paints. Check them out as usual for your paints. And I will say it like everybody else, all right? When I first tried the Outlaw Paints, I was amazed, you know. Just give it a go. Just buy a bottle. Just buy the primer. Get your paints for your next build or whatever. Just try one out. And then thank me later for convincing you to do that, because that's how it works. It's one of those things where you've got to try it and then you're hooked, you know. I mean, there are other brands of similar paints out there I won't even look at now. Nothing compares to this. So I'm really enjoying it. The black primer is going down beautifully, just like the grey for the ship up there. I'm starting to use black primer more now because I'm doing the superstructure and parts on that. It's because I want to bring out that detail underneath, shadow detail in all the little recesses that the black primer does for you. So I'm really going to work on that. Okay, and also, of course, Icky Sticky for all my products. Everything I need's there, from blades to glues to brushes, whatever. Check out their website. Okay, and Monique over there, she'll look after you. Like Jace says in his video that he just put out, their deliveries are so quick. I mean, if I ordered something this morning, I guarantee I'll have it tomorrow afternoon. Well, mind you, we're both in Sydney, but still, and it does rely on the postage. But yeah, when they get their order in, it's packed and shipped almost immediately. But anyway, that's enough advertising. Let me get back to chat, which I've not even been looking at. Bill Gracie, hello and good morning to you. How are you? Good to see you. Passion Wagon Pete, yes it was, the old Escort panel van. Yeah, but always ended up with cold feet with the old Escort panel van, because I'm 6'1", and laying down in the back of the panel van, as you do at the drive-ins, my feet hang out the doors out the back. Yeah, it was a little bit, I was too tall. Maybe I should have bought a Sandman. And anyway, the Aussies know what a Sandman is. Yeah, it was my first car, and definitely a great car. Yes, has everyone put their thumbs up? Well, let's have a look, shall we? We got 20 thumbs up and 20 watching. Yes, they have. Thank you, everybody, for putting your thumbs up. That's great. Yes, I see, Jeff. Yes, Andy's Hobby Headquarters. That's the word I was looking for, headquarters. I don't mind watching his channel, and obviously too expensive to buy from him being in Australia. Sometimes his squeaky voice gets a little bit irritating. Hello, everybody. He sounds like Kermit the Frog. Anyway, I don't want to get in trouble. He's good. He's a good guy. He's a character, isn't he? All right. So, Sydney traffic. All right, Paul. He's gone. He's going. Good luck. Yeah, you will be putting up. It's a bad time to leave, isn't it? Anyway, Sydney traffic's bad all the time. So, rims models. Yeah, it's just sub to Ted. Good on you. Thanks, mate. Yeah. And like you said, yes, there we go. And Harry says, let's get started. All right. So, yeah, I've covered everything, I think. Another drink of Coke. Mm. Mm. How about I bring the deck down and I'll give you a sneak preview of what you'll see if you watch my video on next week. And I'll show you where I'm at. And you get an idea of how big this is, all right? So, all right. So I got it covered by, protected from the dust, plastic over the top, because as you know, I have a terrible dust problem here. So let's get a look at the size of it. Let's just bring it across, floated by. So there's all our spots where all the gun placements are going to go. We've got all our ammunition boxes and so forth. Maybe I can do it this way. All on there. Other turret supports there. Ventilation, if I can point. Ventilation covers there. Got the grey going. These are the sandbags, which come out quite good. You know, I was going to try and make my own sandbags. I couldn't find any 1/200 scale. I was going to try doing them with putty. I may still try to do them like that. Hello. Look, that's pretty creepy, eh? Yeah. So the sandbags come up all right. They're done in an off-white. And see if we can get in closer. You can see. They're all right, but they're a little bit square. But, you know, that's the way it is. And then there's our breakwater on there with, here we go, a few other bits. All those empty squares, all these are where those reels have to go. So some on the breakwater in here. There's two there, two on the other side, and these big squares here, those are where all the reels for the ropes go, which I'll be leaving till later. But there's the size of it. That gives you a long, there we go, how long this thing is. All right. And of course, there's a lot more because the bow comes off about that much further, and the stern is easily that much more. Yeah. That one there, got to watch out. There's little funnels sticking up there. Let's take bets. What are the chances I'm going to knock that off at some point? Eh? Anyway, the deck is finally sitting down properly. It stopped lifting in areas now. I did have to glue quite a lot of spots around the deck to keep it down. Yeah, but again, I think it's a lot to do with the weather. But it's okay. You know, I'm sort of thinking if I could turn back time, I probably wouldn't have put the wooden deck down at all. I would have just painted the deck. I know Nigel did a fantastic video on doing the deck of his Yamato turret that he built. I think it was a tack-on one, and he went into detail of staining and doing all the deck and bringing up all the plank and that. Yeah, I would probably have done that, but hey, I'm happy with this, so it's all fine. And having said the deck's gone down well and it's sticking down, and I've just noticed there, look at that, there. So it's lifting all the way along there. There. See? All that. So again, I'm going to have to glue that down. So, but of course, once the parts are glued down, that it won't lift again, obviously. But yeah, again, it's the heat. I'm sure it's the heat here, and it's huge. Yes, it is, Jeff. It is huge. But that's all that goes on here as far as the instructions are concerned, because now it's switched over to doing the main superstructure. There. which starts off like that. So this has all been cleaned, washed with dishwashing liquid, rinsed off. There were 2 holes that needed to be drilled in there. I don't know what for, but it told me to drill them, so I drilled 2 holes. There's marks underneath to tell you where to drill holes. Also, I don't know if you can see here, I've drilled out the portholes in here. So they're all drilled out. There's a few up higher as well, up here. I've drilled them out, and because right at the end, after it's all paint and everything, I'll be putting the MIG ammo clear glue in there to give it that glass twinkling effect that shows there's glass in there. I've also got the holes drilled out all on the hull up there, and that will get the same treatment, which I could do anytime now because that's actually been base clear coated. It's finished as far as paint's concerned, so I could I mentioned that in my video, is that at some point in the next couple of videos I'll bring that back down onto the model bench dining table and get those porthole glass all filled in. So Aussie Scale Modeler secret is in. Hey, welcome. Better late than never. Welcome in, mate. It's starting to warm up now already. Here, I've just noticed we're at 27 degrees already, and it's only 10 to 7 in the morning. Wow. So, but anyway, yeah, so I'm looking forward to this. Now, this will be my plan of attack for the superstructure, is to build it all up pretty much completely, right to the railings and everything that need to go on here before I paint anything. Once that's all done, then I'll hit it with the airbrush. I'll do it all black Outlaw Paints primer, and then come back with the IG in grey and carefully go through and bring it all up, and I'll get all that nice shadow detail that'll be in there. You can see there's vents in here. There's quite a lot of vents all the way around. This will be all part of the weathering, where I'll come in with some panel line, black panel line, and fill those in. I'll get the steel looking a bit grimy, but not too grimy. As far as I'm sure, the Yamato was well kept. Some called it a floating hotel. I mean, for the little action it saw and the amount of crew, I'm pretty sure this was in good condition before she was sunk. But, you know, obviously you don't want it looking mint straight out of the docks, you know. So, yeah, we've got to get that detail on there. But that's a long way off. That's a long way off. It's part of the modelling I really enjoy. I know a lot of people don't do weathering. They like that museum look, as they call it. But I think that the weathering brings it to life, you know. It's fine to follow the instructions and build it, and there is what you built. But the weathering is all you. There's no instructions on doing the weathering. Sorry about the noise of the truck going by. There's no instructions on doing weathering. That's all you, and that's where the thing comes to life and turns from painted plastic to a metal ship, you know. So that's the way I look at it. Better late than never. Yes, that's right, mate. Good on you. Thanks. Glad you're here, buddy. That's good. I always use diluted PVA for sticking the deck down. Yes. Also gives me time to place it precisely. Yep, I know. But would you do that? This already comes with the sticky backing on it, adhesive backing on it. You know, I've had decks, I don't know what brand they were, where they don't have any adhesive on them and you just glue them down and they're fine. Another thing I heard from somebody else, it may have been Paul who's left us now, but someone mentioned if you get some greaseproof paper, sometimes the stickiness doesn't stick to greaseproof paper, and you can put a layer of that down and then slide it out as you're placing the deck in its position. I don't know if that would work. I don't know if the grease proof, I think the stickiness would, it's like flypaper, that adhesive on the bottom of those wooden decks. It really sticks. As you'll see when you watch my video next week, I do struggle doing the last section. It starts to get a little bit out of control, and I thought, oh my God, if this thing folds in on itself and sticks to itself, it's going to be destroyed. But I do fortunately have a backup deck. There was one they sent out to me that had faults in it. But anyway, I didn't have to go down that road, so it was okay. But yes, PVA works. That's a good idea too, and letting it be able to slide down, and then putting the weights on it too. Another good idea, when you want this deck to stick, is get yourself a tea towel or a towel of some sort, push that down on the deck, and then pile books and heavy stuff on top of the tea towel, and that'll hold it down and press it in between all the places that you can't get to, and it gets a nice even pressure over the whole deck. Okay, MP Model Plastic. There's a new face. Hello, welcome. You're from Portugal. How are you, buddy? How's the weather in Portugal? Hey, I would love to visit Portugal. I hear so much of Portugal. Love to go there. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome, and to the channel, I suppose. Good one, mate. I'm sure everybody will say hello as we do. Orange Model saying hello to them. There we go. Aussie's saying hello, and look who's popped in. Good old Ron. Good young Ron. How are you? How are you, mate? I actually, probably for the first or second time ever, missed your video yesterday. Yeah, it came on when I was just a bit busy driving, and I didn't get a chance, and I haven't yet watched it. I'm terrible. You know, I'm usually the first one in there giving that thumbs up, and then of course liking it on Facebook where you're posting it. And yeah, anyway, and you caught me out the other day when I said, hey, you know, your part 1 video came out, showed up on my YouTube. It was 4 years ago, and of course you caught me out because I didn't see that you'd mentioned that in the day before's video. So, you know, my excuse is that I'm actually driving when your videos come on, when I'm at work, so I can't pay full attention to it, but I am listening, although I wasn't listening then, was I? Anyway, so yeah, I'm sure it's nice and refreshingly cool. I think you had a minus 20 odd degrees. We're heading for 31 today Celsius. It's 27.2 right now in the Queen Mary case, which is probably the same as in my apartment. The sun has come up. The sun is out. I'll just show you. The birds are waking up. There's a bit of a nice view out there. That's a beautiful park across the street there, where you hear all the parrots in the background of my videos. I've got a new problem with my videos at the moment, and it's a problem I don't know what I'm going to do. You hear that bird out there talking? Yeah. Yeah, my videos, cicadas. It's summer here. In Australia, cicadas come out, and they make a racket. They're out there, meep, 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 meep. Oh, well, they sound something like that, all right? That's Derby. And they come out there in the trees, and they make this sound. I can close the door, the windows, everything, and you can still hear it. And it affects the audio when I'm trying to record. It makes my voice sound like I'm in a tin can, because you get this distortion from all the cicadas. So now, not only do I have to contend with the birds outside, which now I don't worry about, I just let them, well, I can't stop them, but the birds do what birds do. But the cicadas, yeah, that really affects the audio on my, makes me a bit harder to understand when I'm talking. So I have to record between the cicadas, because sometimes they'll just make their noise for like a few seconds or a couple of minutes, but then sometimes they'll keep going for quite a while. So I have to hit pause, wait until they all shut up out there, and then record and continue. Oh, it's a pain. I'll go back to that one. Sorry, I had a bad experience with a deck from HMS Hood, so I always use PVA after that. Excuse me, sorry, I need a bit more Coke. Oh yeah, there's Ralph taking all this in. Deck laying coming up very soon. Yeah, there's it's a nervous moment, as particularly when you got adhesive. You got to go slow. I've never wrecked a deck putting it down, so that's good. So yeah, but it does look good when it's done, doesn't it? So everyone's saying Ralph. MP is saying here it's very cold, about -3 in the morning. Okay, yep, you can have that. Yeah. Come on, Ron? Give us a weather report for Winnipeg. I'm trying to catch up in the chat because all of a sudden everybody's coming in. We're 23 in here now. Maybe I should start the stream a little bit later. That's all right. Visit Belgium, mate. Yeah, the best beers in the world we've got here. I've heard that. In fact, one of my good mates is from Belgium. Very good friend of mine. He's actually married to my girlfriend in Thailand's sister. He's been on and off living there for about 15 years, and he recently, last year, moved there permanently. And when I was just over there a few months ago, he lent me a motorbike and had a great time. But yeah, he's from Belgium. Mike, if you're watching, I don't think he is, but yeah, good on you, mate. But yeah, he's a chef too. He's a very good cook too, and a good drinker. He used to be a fisherman. Yeah, a fisherman. So interesting story. So now it's the evening. It's 9 degrees in Portugal. Okay. All right. Ralph Ford's been struggling, but cool today. That's good. Plastic Monkey, Paul, there he is. How are you? Welcome, mate. And looking forward to you guys, the awesome threesome, doing their live stream tomorrow, my time, Saturday, I think. Is it? I don't remember. Doing their group build. Check that out. Plastic Monkey, go check out Plastic Monkey's YouTube channel. And of course, Sue on Ice Queen 7's channel as well. I keep meaning to post my stream or updates on Ice Queen's Facebook thing, but yeah, I will. But thanks for the shout outs anyway. Good. Yeah, so everyone's saying hello. Good evening from Rims. Hi, Rob. Ralph Ford is having dinner. Watching Ron every night. That's good. I watch him every breakfast time over here. Yes, it's a nice view out there. It's a bit deceiving, really, because on the other side of that park is an industrial area with factories. It's just one street. It's quite good. There's a nut factory up there, as in peanuts and cashews and whatever nuts you want. There's a big coffee shop up there that's very, very popular, where they actually, not only do they make coffee, you can buy the coffee there, and they all run courses there if you want to learn how to be a coffee maker. One of them. Yeah, it's popular. And a few other mechanics and so forth up there. There's a picture framing place which I've been meaning to get up to as well and talk to them about something. Should I show it? All right. So since I got back from Africa, how's that? 2019, 3 years ago, I've had something sitting under my rug on the floor here for 3 years. All right. So you're about to see this. I'm going to catch up on chat. Let me grab something. Okay, so while I was over in Africa, I was in the Serengeti in Tanzania, and visiting the Maasai warriors. We stayed with the Maasai warriors in their village and whatever. So while I was there, I bought this hand-painted picture. What do you think of that? It's all right, eh? This is the Maasai warriors in Tanzania in the Serengeti. Pretty cool, eh? Now, I don't know what material this is done on, and it's pretty dirty, but I'm sure they'll trim that. I need to get that framed. It's been sitting under my rug there to keep it nice and flat and safe for 3 years. So, yeah, it looks nice. It would look nice up on the wall there, maybe. I need to get that framed, don't I? So, yeah, I bought it off from one of the local Maasai artists, and that wasn't actually at the tribe we visited. We visited a remote tribe where it was full on the real thing, no touristy stuff. That was at a different spot. But the Maasai tribe we went to with the warriors, they actually had just come back. The warriors had just come back because they knew we were coming, and they did a dance for us, and I danced with them, and we had some fun, and they told us all about life as a Maasai. Fantastic stuff. So it was good. So that's up the road there. I need to go and get that. I don't know if they actually make just the frames or they actually fit things you want framed, but I'll find out. Maybe today after I go looking for some of that wax stuff that Jeff mentioned for my cable reels on the Yamato. Moving down through chat to catch up with everybody. Everyone's saying hello. Aussie issues. Yes, that's right. Doing fine, good. Everybody's good. Everyone's saying hello. Excellent. Nice there. Very good. Jeff going down. Jeff's scale. What's he got? Jeff saying it's 9 degrees here and it's 1 p.m. Okay. Yeah. Pretty cold there too. Facebook. Yeah, I know. I will. Very cool. Thank you. It does look pretty cool, eh? You might also notice I used to have a piece of bone around my neck that I bought also in Tanzania. It broke. I didn't lose it, but it broke. One sec. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. It broke and I lost it. It's somewhere. I'll find it. But yeah, it broke. So, I have this thing, it's sort of like a good luck thing. Everywhere I travel in the world, I'll pick up a little memento, whether it be a necklace or something, and yeah, I've got to replace that now. And I don't think it can be fixed either. The way that it was connected just came off at the back. So unfortunately, yeah. So I need to put something else on. I may have to go back to Africa. What do you reckon? Yeah, it could be just to get another little memento, like a ring or maybe get a nose piercing or an ear piercing or something, a bone through my nose. There you go. That would go down well, wouldn't it? Look like a real Maasai. Anyway, I'll see what I got. I've got a little stash hidden away of all these little mementos I've collected over the years, and I'll do that. Oh, right. Lucky charms. Yes, do need a new lucky charm, and they do work for me. Oh, who's this? What's this one? Face tattoo. Face green smiling. Yeah, no, I'm not going to go that far. I actually don't have any tattoos. I've thought about it many times, and I know that, I don't know if I mentioned it before, I probably have, but I do want to get a tattoo. I'm getting too old now, but I was going to get a tattoo of a gecko. I love geckos. Um, they're fantastic. Like, I just love the geckos, and they're all over the world. Don't see many here, but yeah, throughout Asia, I've seen geckos from this big to this big. In fact, just on my last trip over to Thailand, I was with my girlfriend in Cambodia, and we heard this reet, reet sound, like quite loud in the room. And we went and I can't remember where it was. Oh, it was outside the room. Yeah, looked up on the wall, and there was a gecko that long on the side of our little bungalow room we had. Massive. But anyway, yeah, a little tattoo on the back of my shoulder here of a gecko, lifelike, with the shadow detail under its neck and tail, so it looks like it's literally sitting there, because geckos eat mosquitoes. All right, so I would have no mosquitoes buzzing around me if I had that gecko sitting there. So that's the thought. But, which is strange, really, because mosquitoes don't bother me. So mosquitoes don't bite me. I guess I've got bad blood for them. Yeah, I remember again out in Africa with the friends who were putting on their rid and repellent and stuff and trying to tackle the billions of mosquitoes in some places, and I'm just there like this, and they won't even land on me. It was weird, and it pissed them off. Yeah, so I guess I'm not going to catch malaria in a hurry too. So, all right. Well, guys, I'm going to wind it up here because it's been just over an hour. I want to thank everybody for coming in, including the new people that I seem to be getting in every day, every Friday. That's good. I'm hoping to get more new faces, because in my videos on my ongoing Yamato build, I'll be pushing people to come and join chat and come in there and speak live to me. So because, a lot of subscribers came because of the Yamato, so that'd be good. So yeah, so everybody get a chance to, I'll give you all a chance to say good evening, good night, good morning for wherever you all are, and before I cut the stream. And thanks for watching. I will be back doing another bit more on that ASLAV. I'll see what happens. There's definitely a video of the Yamato part 10. It'll be part 10 coming out next week, where I'll be doing what you just saw on the deck there, all those bits going on, and yeah, asking for some help on getting those cable reels put together and some suggestions on ideas of what I can do with that. So yeah, so thanks a lot, everybody. Thanks, Jeff, for moderating again. I don't know what the special powers are exactly. I've given you extras, but you have them. Paul, you might notice that too for live streams. Your moderators, you can add, there's an extra box for them now where they get extra special powers to filter language and other things in chat. So check that out. It just popped up on YouTube before I went live as an extra feature they've added. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you all again next Friday, and obviously on everybody else's live streams and chat. And don't forget to thumbs up and comment on people's videos. It's an encouragement for everybody to see the comments. YouTube use the comments to see that it's getting watched and there's interactivity happening there, and it gets pushed out more and more people get to see it. I think there's a bit of restriction on how YouTube put videos out. I mean, I'd like a lot more people in China, well, Japan and places like that seeing the videos and around the world, but it sort of, I think YouTube don't push them out enough. Anyway, enough said. Okay, guys, have a good one, and I'll see you all in the next live. All right, bye all. Have a great weekend. and keep modeling.